Hello, and welcome to Noonday Meditation and Contemplative Prayer Power Hour, where we gather every day at noon, Monday through Saturday, to love and support each other through this pandemic. My name is Martin Cowart, and today our guest is Daniel Stern, who's come on, is going to talk about what if this darkness, which feels like the tomb, it feels like death, is actually a womb. It's actually a birthing into a new earth. So I'm going to be leaving because I've got another engagement, but I didn't want to leave you without a place to go today for the love and support we all need. So Daniel is a yoga instructor and a spiritual teacher and a dear friend of mine, and I think you're going to enjoy getting to know him. So just type into the chat below, let him know you're here. And Daniel, introduce yourselves, and I will take it away from me and give it all to you. Thank you so much for coming on today and guiding this noonday meditation.
You're welcome, and I always thank you for allowing me to be on. It's such an opportunity. It's such an honor to just have the ability to use the technology that we have to create space in this dark time that we're living in. There's no doubt that the entire world, not just America, is going through a dark period. But I think America in particular, because of our history and what's happening in the present here politically, we're really going through a real darkness, and I think it could feel extremely hopeless. And it's like, for me, it's a moment to moment kind of thing where I wake up every day, and I have to put myself in a position of being optimistic. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today for our meditation is how to use our meditation and our prayer to be more optimistic, how to use your faith to be more optimistic. And what is the how can we look at darkness in a way that can be more utilitarian for us? So I chose this poem by Valarie Kaur. She's a Sikh American activist. And a little bit about her is that on 9/11, after 9/11, which today is the 19th anniversary, um, after 9/11, her uncle was murdered for being Sikh. And after that, she wanted to become a civil rights lawyer um, to really make a difference in this country, not just for herself, but her children and everybody here, specifically people of difference. Different ethnicity, different religion. So 4 years ago, she wrote, "In our tears and agony, we hold our children close and we confront the truth. The future is dark. But my faith dares me to ask, what if this darkness is not the darkness of the tomb, but the darkness of the womb? What if our America is not dead, but a country still waiting to be born? What if the story of America is one long labor? What if all the mothers who came before us, who survived genocide and occupation, slavery and Jim Crow, racism and xenophobia and Islamophobia, political oppression and sexual assault, are standing behind us now, whispering in our ear, 'You are brave'? What if this is our great contraction before we birth a new future? Remember the wisdom of the midwife. Breathe, she says, and then push. Now it is time to breathe. But soon it will be time to push. Soon it will be time to fight for those we love. Muslim father, Sikh son, trans daughter, indigenous brother, immigrant sister, white worker. the poor, the forgotten, and the ones who cast their vote out of resentment and fear. Let us make an oath to fight for the soul of America, the land that has never been yet, and yet must be. Langston Hughes. With revolutionary love and relentless optimism, and so I pray this Sikh prayer. Nanak Nam Chardi Kala, Tere Ban Sarbat Da Bahala. In the name of the divine within us and around us, we find everlasting optimism. Within your will, may there be grace for all of humanity. So, as we close our eyes and begin to literally sit in our darkness, let's just take a moment to reflect on her words. Take a moment to look inside your own darkness, your struggle, and then see if you can look at it as being in the womb as opposed to being in the tomb. So see if you can see that darkness as a light unto itself, not an end, but a beginning, a possible beginning for a better future. And we know that every future starts with a thought. So as we close our eyes, let us just start to bring awareness to our breath. Starting to bring awareness just to the breath. Creating that space for pushing for the birth to happen. Allowing the heart to expand with every breath. Allowing the breath to connect you deeper into your body. Starting to try to deepen the breath, lengthen, soften. Coming to stillness. Sitting with all that is happening in the world, with all that is happening around us. We are sitting here with our eyes closed, sitting, staring into the darkness. But the difference is that we are not looking at this morbid darkness. This darkness isn't a deathly, morbid darkness. This is the beautiful darkness that is ripe for our transformation. This caterpillar being in their pod, going to transform into a butterfly. And this is something that we are not actually doing just as individuals, but as a collective. And you're doing it regardless of whatever you believe, whether you are a Democrat, whether you're Republican, whether you're believing in God or not, you're all going through the same transformation. And that is what is ultimately going to unite us, is when we can lean in to that transformation, when we can have faith that we're all being pulled into this. To push out of the womb. And the only thing that we really have to do is just to love. Love the darkness, love the chaos, love this opportunity, this education that we're all going through. Be a student. A beginner. I am beginning. I am allowing for the process of transformation to occur. I am stepping out of the way for that to happen. As Martin says, making way for presence. And that's what all this is. Just making way for the presence. Presence is all that is. You are there. Just continue to breathe and sit. Continue to be. To be in the womb. To be a part of this revolution of love. Find stillness. Sitting with the darkness. The wisdom of darkness. The wisdom of darkness is that in meditation you can see more with your eyes closed. In the darkness, there are less things to see. the name of the divine within us and around us, we find everlasting optimism. Within your will, may there be grace for all of humanity. So let's just bring our palms together, just joining in prayer. Honoring this moment. And then just take a bow. For equanimity. And then come to opening up the eyes. Thank you very much for tuning in today. If you would like to leave any comments, feel free to put that in. If anybody has any thoughts, feelings, just want to say hi. Thank you, Melinda. Always a pleasure. And thank you, Martin, if you're out there listening. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And everybody out there listening, be safe. And find joy, find peace, and may we all prosper. Thank you. Namaste. Do anything else this one other than that?